News the service of Barong Insurance Agency, a city commission candidate forum held in Weatherford. That's our big story for 7:30. 4 candidates seeking election to represent Wards 1 and 3 of the Weatherford City Commission gathered at Weatherford City Hall Tuesday evening to participate in a candidate forum. Ward 1 incumbent Kendon Wood shared what he believes is the greatest asset of Weatherford.
What makes the town there is obviously the citizens. I know being on the commission, one thing I've always really wanted to make sure is all of our emergency services have what they need to protect the key asset is our citizens. Anything that they need.
Ward 1 candidate Drew Terrell discussed the significance of the city of Weatherford's relationship with Southwestern Oklahoma State University.
It is an economic driver. I mean, it got all 4 of us here. We need to continue working with them. The Hodge Center, it's quite amazing. We had the athletic auction the other night at the Pioneer Event Center. Another amazing venue. It is very important to keep moving forward with it.
For Ward 3, incumbent Warren Goldman outlined some of his involvement in the city.
As a business owner, I started a number of businesses, and all of those businesses touch the city in many different ways. Also, I served on planning and zoning, the first economic development committee in Weatherford.
Ward 3 candidate Josh Atkinson highlighted projects he would like to see addressed, including the proposed tax increment financing district.
It starts with the TIF. That is a potential project that could move Weatherford in one of 2 different directions. I'm a supporter of it as it stands now. Second thing is I think it's just our aging infrastructure.
Both city commission races will be on the August 25th ballot. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The death of former Oklahoma Senate candidate for District 38, Barry Christian of Sayre, has been ruled as a suicide by the Oklahoma Medical Examiner's Office. He was found deceased on April 30th, about 9 miles south of Eric. In a summary report from the Medical Examiner's Office, Christian's probable cause of death has been listed as a gunshot wound to the head. Town of Hydro officials have provided an update on the boil order currently in effect due to E. coli found in the drinking water. Officials say the Oklahoma Department of Environmental Quality completed a full inspection and confirmed the questionable reading came from a dead-end water line that is not connected to any homes. No other issues were found. The boil notice will remain in effect out of caution, and residents are asked to restrict water usage as system levels recover. Once required chlorine levels are reached, water will be retested and submitted to DEQ for clearance. While the boil order is in effect, users should use water that has been brought to a full boil for at least 1 minute, bottled water, or any other acceptable water source safe for consumption, while preparing food, brushing teeth, or dishwashing. Users will be notified when the water is safe for consumption. The Elk City Fire Department responded to a structure fire Monday afternoon, says Chief Kyle Cervenka.
At 4:25 in the afternoon, we responded to the 1300 block of West 2nd Street for the report of a structure fire. Upon arrival, crews found heavy smoke and fire showing from the rear of the structure. All occupants had exited on their own prior to our arrival, and they were able to get lines in service and knock that fire down within minutes, keeping it contained to the attic space in the rear of the structure. The structure, we had to pull the power meter, and extensive damage to the electrical systems in the roof of that structure, so it's not habitable now. So working with Red Cross to assist the homeowners in finding somewhere to stay.
Cervenka says the fire may have been caused by the electrical system, but the investigation is still ongoing. More news coming up next.
Here's Jeff Barong.
We try to show our clients integrity, honesty, and compassion when we're working with them. You can get insurance all sorts of places. The most important thing for us, and it's knowing that you're getting not only really good service, but you're also getting the insurance know-how to make sure you're getting covered as best as the market is going to allow you to be covered.
For all types of insurance, it's Barong Insurance, the agency service-built. Barong Insurance.
Ruben Turian of Weatherford has been named the newest member of the Southwestern Oklahoma State University Presidential Order of Merit. Turian, who is a 1996 and 2013 SWOSU alumnus, was honored during Saturday's athletic auction and benefit dinner for his years of service to the university. He has held multiple roles, including serving as the SWOSU Assistant Athletic Director of External Operations and SWOSU Assistant Director of Institutional Advancement for Special Projects. Turian was also the driving force behind the very first SWOSU athletic auction and benefit dinner. Further steps were taken during Monday's Clinton Board of Education meeting regarding the former middle school facility, says Superintendent Nathan Meggett.
We did surplus the middle school building. That's our first step, kind of looking at what we want to do with the old middle school. Our next step is we're going to get those buildings appraised and that property appraised.
Meggitt says the appraisals will hopefully lead to a bidding process for potential interested buyers. Officials with the city of Sayre say a rate increase only for garbage pickup went into effect on July 1st and will be reflected on August billing statements. There is now a 10% increase to residential and commercial pickup. The standard residential rate has increased by $2.35 per month. City officials say the increase is due to higher fuel costs and necessary upgrades to outdated equipment. Custer County Commissioners Monday approved a resolution to participate in the County Road Machinery and Equipment Revolving Fund for fiscal year 2027. District 1 Commissioner Wade Anders shared more about the fund.
There's so many counties that has dropped off, not buying anything, has dropped and it's moved a little more. They upped the money a little bit on it, 5% I think. Not the max though, I was at that meeting. They raised it on like a chipper.
Commissioners say there is a 3% administrative fee for any equipment purchased through the fund, as well as no interest on the loans. News at 7:30, a service of Barong Insurance Agency. Coming up next, we'll look at local funeral services after this word from Lee Hometown Funeral Home.
Lee Hometown Funeral Home of Clinton is here for you, offering local, compassionate service with true hometown values. Did you know all veterans receive 15% off any service? And if you've already made arrangements elsewhere, we honor and accept all prepaid funerals and cremations from any other funeral home. At Lee Hometown Funeral Home, you can trust that your wishes will be honored by the people you know and trust. Come to Lee Hometown Funeral Home, where the Lee family tradition continues.
Funeral services for 62-year-old Teresa Ruth Sheeran Walker will be held today at 10 o'clock at Winery Funeral Service and Cremation Center in Elk City. Final resting place will be at Fairlawn Cemetery in Elk City. Funeral services for 66-year-old Darren J. Teep will be held today at 10 o'clock at the Geary First United Methodist Church. He worked in electrical engineering. Burial will follow at Sunset Cemetery in Geary. Services under the direction of Turner Funeral Home in Geary. Funeral services for 78-year-old Judith Ann Christensen will be held Thursday at 11 o'clock at the Custer City Christian Church. She worked for Clinton Regional Hospital. Burial will follow at the Custer City Masonic Cemetery. Services under the direction of Lee Hometown Funeral Home in Clinton. Today's funeral notices are a service of Brandon Lee at Lee Hometown Funeral Home in Clinton.